Hi, my name is Kevin Wang.
I'm Matthew Ma.
I'm Victor Wang.
I'm Ryan Chen.
I'm Leo Huang.
And welcome to ShockWave. In a world increasingly dependent on technology and constant mental stimulation, it can be challenging to stay focused on the task at hand. With constant notifications and endless scrolling, many people, especially students, need a signal to not get distracted. ShockWave is a hardware and software bundle that includes the ShockWave shocking bracelet and the ShockWave productivity app for iOS. All right, welcome to our demo. So here we have our app where we can go into, and you can see we can connect to our Bluetooth module as shown here. And the Bluetooth module, which is directly connected to the Arduino, is also connected to the dog collar here, which can then receive shocks and vibrations. So let's say we want to start a new session. We can click here, and let's just say we can select a session for 1 minute, where we just want to focus on working. And you can see the countdown has already started, but during this countdown we can also change the settings from shock to vibrate, or vibrate to shock, and we can also turn it on or off. So let's just set it to vibrate, and let's go and change the vibration level. So let's say I want it set at this amount, and now we can go and do a little bit of work. So let's see, I get distracted and I pick up my phone, and the dog collar vibrates, which means I am reminded to go back to work. Alright, another feature we have of this app is the fact that we can earn credits. So you can see we still have a timer that's going down, and once it reaches 0, it will provide us with credits which we can redeem in the store. So for every minute you spend working, you earn 6 credits. So as you see, once the timer hits 0, we are going to receive 6 credits. And now we can go into the store and see we can redeem certain things. So these are just different themes for the app we have currently. And for 1,000 credits, you can get the blue theme. And so that should be everything we have covered in this app. Thank you.
And for the hardware component, we use an Arduino Uno microcontroller. We also attach the Bluetooth module so it has communication with the mobile device. And then using a dog training collar with shock and vibration functionality, we started connections from the remote into our Arduino, so our code on Arduino could act as pressing switches on the remote, sending signals like vibration, shock, and changing the intensities.
After the hardware is finished and implemented, we went on to develop the firmware that's in the Arduino board. We receive commands from the iOS app and parse it into a string in the Arduino firmware, and then use the commands to control the shock and vibration levels. Another aspect of our whole firmware is the Bluetooth communication. After a lot of careful research into Bluetooth on GitHub and other documentations, we managed to build a Bluetooth firmware that is able to communicate with the mobile device. And we encountered a big challenge where we're trying to send the commands from the iOS app to the Bluetooth module. And after a lot of integration meetings, we're able to send commands from the iOS app to the Bluetooth module on the Arduino board. And therefore, we're able to deliver the commands to the board and control the shock and vibrations.
Now with the hardware explained, another key part of the project was of course the software component. In this case, this comes in the form of a native iOS application developed in Xcode using Swift. Allowing the user to have an interface to interact with the collar, the app's main functionality allows the user to set a time frame that activates the collar. During this time, the user is prohibited from disturbing the phone or risk suffering a nasty shock. Also, within the app, several settings are implemented allowing the user to adjust their ShockWave experience. Are the shocks a bit too intense? Well, you can lower the shock power. Is the idea of being shocked a bit too frightening? Well, turn on vibration mode. Overall, the app acts as a bridge between the user and hardware component of the project, and through offering customization, ShockWave can potentially reach and fulfill the needs of a wider audience.
Using frameworks such as Core Bluetooth and Combine, we're able to successfully integrate the hardware with the software. We think the most revolutionary part of this whole project is being able to use the proximity sensor of just the regular iPhone to see if the user is near or maybe even touching the phone. And by doing this, this allows the app to analyze every time the user gets close to the phone and deliver that shock that will get you right back to your work. You're gonna turn shock. Do you feel it? You feel the shock? Yeah, it goes automatically. That's right. All right, good. Feel free to adjust the shock level.
Oh, that's never.
That's the minimum.
Oh, that's.